Imagine falling in love with a person that you've never met, or maybe this person you have never communicated, like it was not your intention to actually approach that person, but maybe someone, maybe like your mother or your auntie or your sister, coming to you and telling you, you know what, I have a wife for you. If you're a man, or maybe if you're a lady, she comes and tells you, I have a boyfriend for you, how will you think? And then all of a sudden they connect you together, and then you start building a relationship. After chatting and dating and stuff like that, it is time for you to actually start having a family, in terms of actually taking the relationship to the next level. You get engaged, you do your beautiful wedding, and also you become part of this family. Now this brings me to my today's video, whereby we are going to be talking, do we still have arranged marriages here in Turkey? We're going to be finding out in this video, and I want to invite you to bring your thoughts and also your experiences and also your comments in the comment section, and let's just dive in and see this culture. Do we still have like arranged marriages here in Turkey? Do they really work? And also, can they influence in terms of actually the family wise? Can they influence your relationship if they have selected for you a husband or a wife? So without wasting any time, let's dive in, because I'm super ready. Are you? You're seeing me for the first time, my name is Phoebe. I'm a Kenyan, married to a Turkish person, and together we have a very beautiful family here. And I love talking about this beautiful country in terms of many things, not just about relationship, but also in terms of business, in terms of job wise, in terms of travel tips and stuff like that. So my channel is focused on a lot of things as far as my own country is concerned, whereby we also dive and compare stuff like that. So welcome to my channel. Now in Turkey, I have realized that they have a very different culture when it comes to dating, and also when it comes to actually marriages. And sometimes family members can be so much involved, like they can have a say when it comes to actually even dating, and also when it comes to actually your marriage. And let me tell you, your mother-in-law, or maybe the mother of the boy, or maybe the man that you are dating, has a say when it comes to even dating you. They can also decide if they have an influence. And I'm not trying to generalize everybody, okay, because every family has their own stuff and everybody is not the same. But in majority cases, Turkey, or maybe the culture here when it comes to marriage and stuff like that, they consider them part of the family, and they hold these values so strong that when you are actually dating, it is something that is not just about you yourself, but also about the family. And that's why marriage here, or maybe families here, are very highly valued. And also a man cannot just dive in and say that they want to marry you without thinking about the family members and how it's gonna be. Now we're gonna be diving in this situation, or maybe in this subject, whereby do we still have arranged marriages? Arranged marriage is whereby, for instance, a Turkish man, he is looking for a wife, and then maybe he has looked anywhere, or maybe searched somewhere, and maybe he's not lucky in choosing, or not even not lucky. You'd find that a Turkish boy or a Turkish man, maybe they have family ties with other families, and you will find that maybe these families can come together. If we have a girl or a lady who is ready to get married, they can come together and start actually making them, this man and this girl, to be together, talking together and stuff like that, maybe growing up together, and then they get married at long last. Okay, maybe they already talked about these things, and then you'll find that they can actually have a say when it comes to their marriage. They can connect them together. And another scenario is whereby, maybe if you are a lady and you have maybe you have a girlfriend, and your girlfriend has a brother who is looking for a wife. Okay, do you know that this girlfriend of yours can actually have an influence, can talk to his brother, her brother actually, and then connect you two together so that you can start talking, and then we can have a wedding. These things still happen, okay? I'm telling you the truth because I have seen it several times. We still have arranged marriages whereby families come together, and through that coming together, drinking chai together, there is maybe one person or two people who are looking for maybe to come together as a family in terms of actually dating and marriage like that, and then all of a sudden you hear that this family has, or maybe they are going to have a wedding, and the daughter or the son is getting married to this and this. So you will wonder, did they even arrange this marriage? Yes, it can happen, okay? Arranged marriage still happen here in Turkey, and they, even though they are not common like in traditional days, but they still happen, okay? And also your in-laws, or maybe the parents, the people from the family, from the man, or maybe from the girl, they have a say, a very big say when it comes to sorry, when it comes to the person that the man is, or the man or the girl is dating. They can influence him or her. They can tell him, let's say if it is a man, they can tell him, we don't like that girl. Or maybe if it is a mother-in-law, she can say, I don't like you talking with that girl, so stop talking to that girl. I don't want her in my family. Do you know, because Turkish men always love their mother, they have this big bond with their families. He can have a right, or not even a right, he might decide to actually break up with you because he was told by the mother or maybe by the family member that they don't like you, okay? They family members have a say, okay? And also if maybe they have seen you together talking and stuff like that, and someone among them, the family, knows you or maybe sees you are a good person, they can actually contribute or maybe catalyze the relationship by actually telling you, you know that girl that you know that normally comes around, or maybe comes to drink some chai with you, or you are hanging out with, that girl is a good girl, maybe she can become our part of our family. You know, those words, they can influence the decision of a person. Okay, so arranged marriage are still here in Turkey being happening, but not wildly happening, because in nowadays we have a lot of changes in terms of actually even the technology. Okay, we live in digital world whereby we have dating apps, we have a lot of stuff, people are going outside meeting different people, and young generation are no longer interested in arranged marriages, so they decide to date the people they love. And sometimes you'll find that in these arranged marriages, you'll find that especially in big families whereby we have a lot of wealth, not even a lot of wealth, but whereby they are trying to keep their family stuff together. They normally do this in terms of actually protecting what they already have, or maybe if they know that they don't want other people to actually get involved in this family, maybe they have family ties that are actually connecting them, or maybe family wealth, stuff like that, or big businesses. You'll find that family members can actually influence the decision of a man or a girl to who should they actually marry or date. Okay, now nowadays, like I said, girls and boys are actually dating the people that they love and not arranged marriages. Okay, people are using dating apps. They are not being forced to actually date the person, or maybe the person that they have never met, or maybe they have met once or twice, or maybe they don't have any feelings with. Okay, so it's no longer something that I can say that in Turkish culture, all of Turkish people, they do this thing, but just a few tradition, or maybe those ones who are still holding on their cultures. And also like I say, it depends on the family dynamics or why they are doing that. Okay, so it is a beautiful thing, and one side it is a beautiful thing, family coming together as arranged marriage, but also it is something I really have to say that it's not commonly done, and also something that can actually make a person not want to get married. Because let me tell you, getting married to someone that maybe you don't share the same values in terms of actually the person you love, you don't have maybe that mutual connection, that friendship, it can be very big problem, because remember, marriage or loving someone needs you to actually sacrifice, in terms of not even sacrifice, compromise, and also it needs to be something that brings happiness to you, and not something brings you maybe sorrow or sadness, just because you want to hold the family wealth or maybe the family name or stuff like that. You know, marriage is something sacred. For me, marriage is something that I always say that I value marriage, because it is a family. Once you are in, it is like a covenant. Once you are in, getting out of it, it's not something easy, especially if the kids are involved. Of course, we have divorce happen, and here in Turkey, divorce rate is very high. Let me just not kid you, okay? It's very high because a lot of things are going on here and there. If you want me to make a separate video about divorce stuff here, I can try, not to threaten you or not to make you feel afraid, but just to tell you the truth, the real scenario here. Because if you don't like a person, why should you continue living with that person? Get a divorce and get out of that place, okay? So arranged marriages are still being practiced here in Turkey, but not widely, okay? And also in these big cities. Turkey is a very big country with very big cities like Istanbul, you know, like Ankara, like Izmir. These big cities have a lot of people who are from different backgrounds, and Turkish people are actually getting married to different people, not just only to Turks. Even though I have to emphasize that Turkish, like the real Turks, Turks have this attitude of actually conservative, like being conservative with their stuff. Like in terms of, if you ask a Turkish person, they will still prefer to date or maybe to get married to their own, okay? But that doesn't mean that they are not getting married to other nationalities. They do, but they still want to date their own, okay? Still want to date the Turkish women and stay with them. Turkish girls still want to date the Turkish men and still actually hold their values, okay? So arranged marriage are there, like I said, or arranged relationship are there with different opinions and values, and in terms of actually family dynamics, but it's not commonly practiced, okay, like I said. So I hope I have answered this question. The person who asked me, do we still have arranged marriages in Turkey? If you have your own experiences, or maybe if you are in arranged marriages, congratulations. It's not a crime, it's not a bad thing. As long as it brings joy to you, why not, okay? Tell me your experiences, and also if you're thinking of someone who can actually, if you are in a relationship, or maybe with this kind of situation, or maybe your sister, your auntie, your brother, your mother, if they have selected someone for you, let me know these things in the comment section so that we can learn together. Until next time again, and as I conclude my video, also if you want to dive into Turkish culture in terms of dating, knowing the cultures here, knowing what you are getting into, and also learning the different scenarios in terms of relationship, in terms of dating, I'll leave a link to my ebook so that you can actually grab one and actually read for yourself, especially if you're a foreigner, because let me tell you, Turkey has different values when it comes to dating, when it comes to marriage and family, stuff like that. So you need to prepare your mind wisely, and also consider some of the things that I have deeply talked about in this ebook. Until next time guys, I'll see you. Görüşürüz. Bye bye.